guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Venetia Alexander Marshall and welcome. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. I know this is a little weird. For starters, I have not done a makeup video in quite some time. I have not. And number two, I'm recording this on my phone because I keep going over here in the main screen to try to look, and I need to look here at you guys. So this is going to be a little trying to get used to things and so forth. But temporarily, this is how we're going to be doing videos, is like this until I get a new camera. Well, not new camera. I need a new SD card. So I'm hoping to get a new SD card tomorrow. I have been under the weather. So we're going to do a chit chat, get ready with me. We're going to play with some makeup. This is actually makeup I did on my camera before my SD card got destroyed. And I did a whole makeup review on these products, minus one product. And yeah, the video was forever destroyed, which is why right now, until I get a new SD card, I'm going to be recording on my phone. So let's go ahead. Come on in. Let's talk makeup. Let's talk about what's been going on. Because when I tell you it's been a lot of things going on here, it's been a lot of things. So come on. Let's all talk about it. And let's play with some makeup. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. As I said before, I have been under the weather and my body was just tired. I've had a bad headache, felt like I was catching a cold. I did run a low-grade fever, so I was running a slight temperature, but that fever has since broken, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit better playing with some makeup. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let's play with some makeup. Let's talk. Let me tell you what's been going on. So that's why we're going to do this chit chat, because technically after this video is over with, I'm taking it right back off. Only because I got things to do, and it's also keeping me occupied and busy while my husband isn't here. My daughter is out of town and my son is at a football game. So I'm waiting for him to contact me to let me know to come pick him up from the school. He's at a football game right now. So let's go ahead and let's talk makeup and let's talk everything. This is the products I had brought for my last video. Yes, the products are old. They're new to me at the time. Even when I tested this out, this was a couple of months ago, before all of the new products came out, like what everybody is talking about, like the Huda Beauty Easy Bake, like the new Patrick Ta foundation, like the One Size Beauty foundation. I know about those foundations. I actually plan to go pick up the Huda Beauty foundation and do a wear test. So I do plan on picking up that foundation, but I have so much makeup that I need to catch up on. I've gotten new makeup. So yeah, I am finally playing catch up with all of my videos. Plus, of course, you know, we were out of town. We had our anniversary. I had a lot of work going on. Just a whole bunch of going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's start playing with makeup. I'm going to start with primer. And I brought this primer for you before. It's not new. This is the Charlotte Tilbury primer. So I am going to use this. This is the, what is this? The I Am Magic. The Magic Cream. That's what this is. This is the Magic Cream. I'm not going to go too far in. I don't know if this phone is good with focusing or not. I doubt if it is. So if you can't see it, I'm sorry. Until I get my SD card, this is what we have to deal with right now. So yeah, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I am going to use this as primer. And to say I initially didn't like it, I'm almost out. You tell me why. But I didn't think I would like it. And initially, I didn't really care for it because I thought it was just, you know, something overpriced because of Charlotte Tilbury and so forth. No, I actually been using the living daylights out of this primer. And I didn't realize it, that I was using this primer. Because you don't necessarily have to use it as primer. It's just that right now I am using it as primer. You can use it as skincare, like skincare prep, before makeup. You can do it at nighttime or whatever. I use it for primer. That's mainly what I use it for. I use it for primer. I'm in debate as to whether or not I'm going to get another one. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I simply don't know yet. All right, for foundation, I had talked about it in my other video that is now no longer in existence. When this foundation first came out, it was a lot of talk about this foundation. It's either you like the foundation or you don't like the foundation. I first got it. I wore it, worn it a couple of times, and I'm not really a fan of it. I know it's old. Y'all have moved on from it. This is the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face foundation. I did pick this up at Ulta. I had kind of a hard time trying to find my shade, but I went ahead, I picked it up. This is like the closest one to my shade. And I want to say, from what I remember, even when I did my video that got destroyed, it's a little too cool tone for me. I don't think I liked how this wore. Yeah, see how this is a little off? Just hair. Let me blend it out. This has been sitting up here since forever, okay? And when I tell you upset because of that video, I was upset. But I want to say the finish is okay. Would I get another one? The answer would be no. Yeah, it's a little too cool tone for me because it is coming off orange. It is coming off orange. So let me tell you guys what's been going on since our Vegas trip. If you see our last vlog, I mean, we didn't really get much of a break of anything in the month of September. September just kind of, I had to take a breath. And it started actually before our trip. I have been having problems with my feet. And I think I said this in the vlog, I think. I've been having problems with my feet. I do suffer from plantar fasciitis. I had a shot in one foot. One foot was fine, but right before the trip, I did mention it. Right before the trip, I had to get another shot in my right foot because my foot was killing me so bad. But the earliest appointment I could get was actually on my birthday, and it wasn't going to be, that would be after we came back from Las Vegas when I got the shot. And I have since gotten the shot in my foot. I have gotten the shot. It takes a while for me to heal from the shot. The medicine works almost instantly. It's the shot placement. It's what takes me so long to heal because of the injection site. I have been placed on a watch list from my doctor because it is starting to become a little too frequent with the shots in my feet. So, yeah. See, this foundation is giving me, it's two different colors. It's a little too cool tone because there was another shade, it was too light. And then there was another shade was too dark. The next shade after this one, I don't remember what shade this is. I want to say not only this is a little too cool tone for me, I was at the end of the day a little too oily. And I do have dry skin, and my dry skin love oils, but when you start looking like an oil slick, I got a problem with that. So I want to say with that foundation, I am going to put it in my everyday stack. Do I see myself wearing it a whole lot? Answer going to be no. I don't see myself wearing it a whole lot. For concealer, again, I had it in my other video. A lot of people were talking about it back then before everything happened and life really took place. This is the concealer from Laura Mercier. Everybody was talking about this concealer, so I did wear it. I did try it out. I want to say I liked this concealer. I want to say I did. Like I said, it's been a while since I did the video. I want to say I liked it. This might be what balances out this orangeness on my face. And I want to say it did. So let's see. I think a lot of people were really liking this because, okay. This looks like the concealer. It dries down fast. That's what this looks like. But it does blend really, really well. This is, I believe, if I remember, full coverage concealer. This is full coverage concealer. Yeah, this does blend in really nicely. I want to say at the end of the day, yeah, I may have gotten it a little too light because under my eyes right here, it's turning gray. It's almost like I'm looking gray, like greenish gray is what it's looking like. Yeah, it might be a little too light. Yeah. Oh yeah, this dries down a little quickly. So anyway, I did get the shot. I got the shot on my birthday. The doctor was laughing at me like, yeah, what a time for you to celebrate your birthday. You in my office getting a shot. I'm like, hey, it is what it is. My feet were really hurting. I mean, to the point to where the week before we left for Vegas, I sang in church and I had to rehearse with my shoes off. And I had my I had my slides on and my feet were really hurting. And I had my heels, but I knew after I finished singing, I was getting out of the heels and putting my slides back on. And the pastor said, oh, those shoes that you got on, that's just fine. But they were kind of like, they had like some little gold accents in it. So he said, oh, what you got on is just fine. So I actually sang in my slides. So, and then I sat down. When I tell you, when I got home, I immediately got off my feet. I got off my feet almost immediately. For those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. Both products are not new. I am going to set with my Haze Beauty Retouch setting powder. And for the second setting powder, I am going to set with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch. This is the pressed powder. This is in the shade Cinnamon Bun. In the loose setting powder, I do have the shade Knuffle. So anyway, after I got my shot, our weather situation got bad, but y'all will see the vlog on that. I did vlog what we were going through with Hurricane Francine. Yeah, the hurricane kind of popped out of nowhere. It's like this. I knew about it, but then I forgot about it. It's really how it goes. But I think in the vlog, I said this storm came out of nowhere, which technically the storm did kind of come out of nowhere, but we thought, oh, well, they said it was going to hit Louisiana, but it may not do anything, or it may give us a bunch of rain. And it hit, and they had people that actually were without power. By the grace of God, we didn't lose power. Our lights did flicker a few times, but luckily we didn't lose any power. So and out here in our neighborhood, we lose power so fast, y'all. It's not even funny how fast we lose power. We lose power a lot out here. But in the end, I think our neighbor next door, he lost part of his fence. We didn't lose anything, thank goodness. There were some trees down. Like I said, people without electricity. But that was about the most part. I was very concerned about flooding. I really was. Because all of us here in Baton Rouge, we are like, ever since the big flood in 2016, we have literally been on pins and needles with everything dealing with the weather. The littlest rain, we're all in panic mode. I think we all suffer from PTSD since the flood. Even myself included. I get a little nervous now dealing with the weather and rain because I had never seen that kind of flooding before, and I have lived in Louisiana all my life. So it kind of scared me. And of course, my husband, who is not from Louisiana, he was on a whole other level of panic. So he was not used. My husband's been down here for over a decade. He is still not used to hurricanes down here. He is just simply not used to hurricanes. At one point, he was ready to move to Las Vegas. And I said, so you're going to go from one extreme weather to another extreme weather? Is that what you're going to do? That's what we doing? He got quiet ever since. He really did get quiet. He got quiet. For bronzer, I am going to use powder foundation. This is the Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Velvet. This is their powder foundation. I like the other one too. I have it in the black tan, but I got this updated one, and it is very good, very pigmented, because I didn't have a new bronzer at the time, or I think I did. I don't remember. When I tell you it's been so long ago, child, it's been a while since the last time I did a video. So anyway, dealing with weather stuff. We got over the weather situation, and now we're in a new situation right now that has really set everything back, which is, as of right now, we are down one vehicle right now. It actually started, was it right after the storm or before the storm? It was before the storm. I want to say it was before we left for Vegas. My husband has been having some car trouble. And if you follow my first channel, my husband has only had his car since 2021. He got it, you know, while, you know, in pandemic stuff and so forth. And he got his car. And I did a vlog about that on my old channel. If you want to see that video on my old channel, I'll link my old channel in the bottom of the description box so you can see my old channel. I do not upload on that on my old channel anymore, because that channel is permanently demonetized. That's a whole other situation. I did a video when I first started on this channel why that channel got demonetized. I talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But it is on that other channel. But my husband getting his new car. That's now been 3 years ago. And one thing about my husband, he's very hard on cars. He's so hard on cars. It's like he will literally run cars in the ground, and it's almost like, dude, you do know you need to keep up the maintenance on your car? You keep up the maintenance. My husband has had bells and whistles on his car for most of the 3 years he's had that car. He's had bells and whistles on. He's had lights on, and he won't get it fixed. And it annoys me that he just simply won't get it fixed. But I keep myself quiet. I keep my mouth quiet. I don't say anything or whatever. But now it's gotten to a point it won't run. And he said it was the starter. Starter was going out, or starter had gone out on the car. So he found a mechanic. The mechanic put the new starter on. But the guy told him, where you got this part from, I'm not going to name no names, where he got the new starter from, that's a bad place to get it, because it's a refurbished part, and 9 times out of 10 is not going to work on your car. But the guy went ahead and put the new starter in. Don't get me wrong, the starter worked. It worked, okay? He's had that car running now up until, I want to say up until Monday, this past Monday. And was it Monday? Monday? Monday. It was Monday. He left to go to work, and it wouldn't start. So now the situation is, which I'm kind of glad I did not trade in my car. That my daughter drives that one, and since I got my new car. My husband is now in my new car, and I am back in my Mitsubishi for the time being. So we have come to the decision to, once he gets the new starter on the car, he is going to trade his car in. And I'm kind of getting a little hard on him because, dude, you have been so harsh on cars for so many years. Like, every car you've had, you've torn it up. So we have a pick on what car he wants to get. It's a couple of picks, but the final decision is going to be up to him and the salesman. He has once again contacted the same salesperson that sold us my car, and it's the same guy that sold him his current car that's now parked and not running right now. Sold him that one. He has contacted him again. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I didn't put all this powder on. I forgot I wasn't done with cream. And I have the, I finally picked up the contour wand and the blush wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I finally picked it up. After all these years, I finally got them. And I will say, I do like them. I do like them both. I have tried the contour wand. I'm not going to put the contour wand on today, but I am going to put the blush on. The blush is not bad. I will say the blush isn't bad. The contour isn't bad either. I now see what y'all were saying about it. That's why there's so many dupes. For starters, this thing was very expensive. They're very expensive, which is why you have so many dupes. If you want to get it, you can. I will say it's pricey. So I am going to put on the blush. I don't know what shade I have. And again, I don't have my glasses on. And I put all this powder on. And I got to put this on. I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I'm crazy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do one dot. I want to say this is pigmented. And you can see I've been using it. Do one dot here. Yeah. And one dot here. And that might be too much. What I just put on my face. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. This is kind of glowy, but it does disappear a little bit. And I want to say this does dry down pretty quickly. But nonetheless, I see what all the hype was about, and I see why there's so many dupes. This is a very good blush wand, and the contour wand is also good. And like I said, I'm not going to do contour today. I'm not going to do it. But I want to say in the other video, I did do contour. I did use the contour wand. I actually had to use both of them. But today, I'm not. I just went with the blush wand. But both of these are really, really good. These are going into my everyday stack. I have to see, because right now, some of the dupes I really do like right now are the ones from e.l.f. and the one from Milani. I do like both of those. But yeah, since I finally got it, I am going to put them in my everyday stack. For eyeshadow, I didn't do eyeshadow in that video. So I'm actually going to do eyeshadow for you guys for the first time. I have had this eyeshadow palette in my stack for the longest of time. It's been well over a year or two. Still in the package. And do you know, for you guys, I'm finally taking it out the package. I finally am taking it out the package. So I'm actually going to be wearing this for the first time, and it's going to throw off the color severely. This is Huda Beauty. This is her Purple Haze eyeshadow palette. I got this in an Ipsy. Or did I get this from Sephora? That's how long I've had it. I don't remember where I got it. I've had it just that long. Because lately I haven't really been seeing like eyeshadow palettes. Like a lot of complexion products is what I've been seeing a lot of. So if you're not familiar with it, because this, again, I've had this forever and a day. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. We're actually going to play with it for the first time, because I'm just not opening this for the very first time. I think on my crease, you know what, I'm gonna go I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna put this shade on. I'm gonna put this shade on my crease. So yeah, this is what we're going through right now. I do plan on doing more makeup reviews, makeup looks, but I'm also planning on doing more looks. Ooh, wait a minute. This is coming off ashy. I'm gonna have to put this in my maybe stack. This is coming off a little. That's coming off ashy. I don't like that color. You see Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I really like her eyeshadow palettes. I'm not liking this at all. I'm not liking this. Yeah, I might put this in my maybe stack. I do plan on doing just more looks, explaining to you guys why I do the looks that I do and so forth. I do plan on doing more of that. I plan on doing more shorts, makeup wise, before basketball season start up. And for those of you that have subscribed to my channel because of my son and basketball, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing. Because I know I get a lot of people when I put the shorts up, they're dealing with my son and basketball. I want to say thank you all so much who have subscribed to the channel because of my son and basketball. I'm not liking that shade. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Basketball season has not started yet. However, I will tell you guys that are here for the basketball with my son. Basketball practice has officially started. Even though we're in the very beginning of the school year, basketball practice has started. And I think, because see, let me tell you how early it is. They're just now on their second football game, I think. And that's why my son is not here. He's on the media team. So he's having to do pictures and so forth so they could post, so he could post on his school's Instagram page. So that's why he's not here. I think on my lid, I think I'm gonna put this shade right here. I'm gonna put that on my lid. So thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel because of my son. I do have videos that will be coming once the season starts. The videos, the shorts you have been seeing me put up of my son, his friend picks him up. They met when they played AAU ball last year with the other team that my son was with. That's how they met. And all of us parents, we talked to each other and so forth. And the one thing that really stuck out was when they had a tournament in Houston and my son got hurt in Houston. So we didn't know about seeing no urgent care or anything like that in Houston. We were going to wait until we came back home to Baton Rouge to take him to urgent care, which I did. I did end up taking him to urgent care once we got back home to Baton Rouge because my son was just hurting really, really bad. He took a hard fall on the court for their first game. And the fall was so bad that when the 17U group had their last game, I had to tell one of the coaches I was taking my son back to the hotel room because my son was in so much pain. So they had agreed to go ahead to take him back home, take him back to the hotel room, which I did. And I remember his friend's mom, we had an early game, but his first game wasn't until a little later on in the morning. And she asked about my son, and I told her what happened. And she said, oh, her son had some biofreeze in his bag because he suffers from a lot of joint pain and so forth. And he keeps the biofreeze. And I remember my son mentioning he had biofreeze. His friend had biofreeze with him. He was going to see if he had bought it with him. And sure enough, he did bring the biofreeze. So, he used the biofreeze, and I said, oh, thank you so much. And his mom was like, oh, it's no problem. I don't want Kendrick to get hurt or whatever. And it was during a time, the last game tournament they played when he was with that team, which, by the way, he is going back to that team. Not the team y'all saw him with on some of the shorts. He's going back to his original team. That team is a whole other story. That's a whole other story time I got to tell y'all about with that team. Lord have mercy. When the time comes, I'll tell you that story. Anyway, from that moment on, they have become really, really good friends. So now my son is in his senior year, but he has already graduated. And now he's a student at LSU. And I believe he's on the basketball team at LSU. And that's where Kendrick practices. He practices on LSU's campus. And he has been practicing with some other college students up there at LSU. So the shorts you have been seeing lately, that is of Kendrick. He just places his phone and he just records his basketball, his shooting, and so forth. Or even when he does his dunking, that is his friend that is recording him dunking. And when they had the game, that was actually my son was playing ball with a bunch of college students. So again, thank you guys so much. And I did see my son has improved his game. He has improved his game. I don't have a setting spray, which is cool. I'm fine with not having a setting spray. But the lipstick I'm going to put on, I finally got the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. I don't know what shade this is. If I see the shade once I have my glasses on, I'll put the shade in the bottom of my description box. But I finally picked up one of her lipsticks. And I want to say I liked it. Yeah, I like it. I have to line it because it's a little light. Yeah. Let me do a brown lip liner. I need a brown lip liner. But I want to say I did like this lipstick. This lipstick is definitely going into my everyday stack. Yeah, that's why this pencil's up here. I line my lips. See, once I do the liner and blend, it's better. But to keep it from being so harsh, I am going to top it with a gloss. This gloss been up here forever and a day, and I got this gloss. This is the gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like their glosses. I have another gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like it. But since I got this eye going, that's why I'm going to put this gloss on top of it, because I got this eye stuff going on. And it looked like that's what I did. It's what I did the last time. Yeah. Yeah, because this looks like a two-tone gloss. That's what I did with it. That's why I'm looking like, why is it? Yeah, it's stained. Yeah, that's how I did the look. Now the look is coming together. So yeah, this is going in my everyday stack. This is going in my everyday stack. The eyeshadow palette is going to be the only thing I'm going to go ahead and put in my maybe stack because I got to play with this a little bit more. But everything else is going into my everyday stack. Even though I'm not a fan of this Polite Society foundation. I'm not really remembering what I thought about it the last time. I might go ahead and put this in my maybe stack as well so I can give it another fair shake. But the concealer from Laura Mercier, that is definitely going into my everyday stack. So yeah, that's what's been going on right now. You are going to go back to seeing me do videos again. Makeup videos, because when I tell you over here in this pile that I'm looking at right now, when I tell you I have a plethora of makeup over here, I have a plethora of makeup over here. It is quite a bit that I have got to go through. And I am going to be doing one brand makeup looks and talking about the makeup. And the first brand is the brand I have up here that's been sitting up here for forever and a day, which is NYX. So I am going to get NYX out the way. I still have not talked to you guys about this foundation that's been sitting up here forever and a day that everybody done bypassed since then. This is this foundation from Smashbox. I have had this up here for forever. I have also had this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I've had this up here for forever and a day. And now she has since come out with some concealer. So, you know, I got to get the concealer from Danessa Myricks. I have had so much stuff going on and so much crazy stuff going on. And life has just been lifing and has just been so busy that I have literally not had a chance to sit down and talk about any of this makeup. And plus I'm going to Sephora to get the new foundation from Huda Beauty. And I have on my list to get the new foundation from Too Faced, from One Size Beauty, and from Patrick Talk. So I got all that. I now have to keep a list of everything. Because, baby, life been a life. So here it is. This is the final look. I finally was able to bring this video. Yes, this video for you guys. I can't even talk. When I tell you, when I'm sick and I've been under the weather, it's like I can't think. I really can't think. But yeah, here it is. This is the final look. I hope you guys like it because it's all right. Now I'm finna go in the back and I'm finna wash all this stuff off. With that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.